Steve Jobs changed the world with three simple principles. This week's BTX, I'm copying these principles for insane success, and I'm sharing them with you. First one is build something you want. Then, second one is treat business like a maze, and then the final one is be dangerously curious. Here's how my week went. I've spent a couple of hours working on this project which I call Onto Studio. I've mentioned it before. I'm sure you know Onto Studio. You heard about it before. And the reason why I'm building Onto Studio is because of my social media account. I've already said Onto Studio is a platform that's going to handle my social media stuff because social media is growing, and it looks like I'll be sharing a lot of my social media stats on like my life on social media. So I want it to be something valuable, and it becomes something interesting because I checked my YouTube API, my YouTube backend, the data, and then I realized out of like, my recent video got 61 viewers, and out of that 61 viewers, about 58% were still logged in, like we're still watching, meaning about 35 people were still watching the content. So I want it to be something valuable. I just don't want to give anything, like just post anything out there and it becomes like like, you just get it one time and then I don't know. I want it to be something which is valuable and continuously helps. You can come back 1 year, 5 years, even 10 years, and then still get value from whatever I share. So that is the goal for Onto Studios. Onto Studio, not Onto Studio. It's called Onto Studio. Onto.studio. That's the domain I have bought, and I haven't worked on it because I was feeling like maybe I could get a platform, like I could get a platform that would come up with something like that for me. Not knowing I have to scratch my own itch. I have to build stuff myself. That is one of Steve Jobs' strategy. He he does things for himself. Like he didn't wait on someone, or he didn't listen to someone, or he didn't listen to what investors wanted. He built something he wanted. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is to build something I want, which is onto studio. Onto studio is what I want to have. I want to have it. I want to have it. I want to feel it do my work for me, kind of like. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and then see how best going to be like. And another thing too is this: I got a friend who also wanted to also improve his software, his business through social media. So he reached out to me and he was like last week. He reached out to me last week and he was like he wants to improve his brand through social media. So can I help him with it? I was like, yeah, I can help him with it. I'm actually building this mini application that would fit me. Like that's what I want. Maybe if he wants, I could implement some features he wants me to kind of like maybe build for him, and then share those features with him, and then he can also use it. So maybe onto studio will be it's something I want to have myself. The goal is to have myself, but I'll go to his place tomorrow and then have a discussion with him, get to know what he really wants, and then see how best is going to be. But currently, I'm just going to dive right back into work and then see how best is going to. Actually, what I'm doing is copying. I'm copying people's interface. I'm just want to just have inspiration of how I want the view to be like and how everything's going to be like. So it's just getting inspiration. I'm not copying. I'm getting inspiration from the other platforms. So it's going on well. I look forward to have something very very good. All right. So I came to my mom's place. I was actually going to the friend I spoke to you about that. I wanted to talk to him about the business thing. Then he was like, we should reschedule the day. So I'm pushing it to another day, so we see how best we get to have the conversation. But I wanted to say this that the next thing, the next strategy I'm going to also focus on is the business is not it's not going to be like as in not going to be skyrocket in one day or in 1 week. I'm going to treat it like a maze. Anything can happen. I can have a different focus. I can have a different mindset, and I have to apply it because I've started a business before. Remember section chat? Started it and then it failed. So I have passed through that system before. I was thinking once it failed, I have to start another one. That's how I'm going to treat this onto studio. I'm going to treat it differently and with more energy. Immediately, the strategy I've applied is failing. What I have to do is just find out what is not working and then immediately change it. Like for example, like me meeting a friend, they didn't come on. I still have to get work done. So I've come to my mom's workplace to get some deep work done. So um that's what I have to do. And this is one of Steve Jobs' strategy, It's one of his strategies he has been applying. Immediately he went out of Apple, he still continued the business. He didn't end it there. Even though he was having millions, he didn't stop there. He still wanted to continue building impact. So that is what I'll be looking forward to do. I won't stop. I would try my best to make sure I come up with something that would make sure it's problem solving. Yeah. And today, funny enough, I got a call from another friend who was also talking about his social media accounts thing. I don't know. Maybe this idea it doesn't even come out, but people are already interested in it. That's one thing I have to be careful of. I'm not sure. I'm not supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be. I know. I'm not supposed to feel like okay because people are reaching out because two people have reached out to me means yeah this is going to be like a banger. No. I still have to keep my expectations low and then just get the job done. Yeah, that's the most important thing to get my expectations low and then get the job done. If I raise my expectations so high and maybe it doesn't turn out right, maybe I might feel very broke or something. So this is going to be low. Like as I said earlier, it's something I want to build for myself and then see how best it would help me. It would improve my life and maybe these two friends I have. And so that is what I have today. I started my day very, very early, and that's what I've been doing for yeah, for some quite some time now. I try my best and then wake up early in the morning and then learn. I know I've shared it with you guys before that like I try my best to make sure every single in the morning I try and reduce distraction and then at least learn something new. Python, React Native. Currently, I'm learning React Native. I didn't share it, but I made a tweet about it saying I'm learning how to code in React Native. And when I woke up this morning, early in the morning, that was what I was trying to work on. And it's very, very cool. And that is one of Job's strategies. That's one of his formulas. He he doesn't just focus on one thing. He doesn't just feel like no, he's this, so he's just going to just be product manager. That's all. No, you have to expand. You have to broaden your knowledge. I have to learn. I have to learn. I'm not just going to be a single person thing. No, I'm going to extend my reach, and as you can see, it's even like as in I've even confirmed it on this platform. I am the video guy. I'm the content creator. At least not to not to professional extent, but at least know what goes into it. Yes, that is what I'm like. That is what I'm trying to do. Like at least know what goes into all of these things. So if I dedicate it or if I give it out, I know how to go about it. So I know how I understand how it works. That's what I'm trying to say. So um, I'm learning React Native. I'm looking forward to see if I can use to build this onto studio platform I'm building because I want it to be a mobile application that I can easily like I can on the go I can just pick it up and just check what is going on or something I can do. Yeah, so that is the third one. I'm sure that's the third one of you should stay curious. You should be curious. You should have your curiosity open. You should always learn. So that's the third one I'm having for you. Really is all about work. Yesterday I wasn't able to film because I was carried away by work. And I was like, let me just take my time and then just like say hold on the camera and then put in this work, like get this thing done, up and running, and then see how best. Because I was doing a whole lot of things. I have this to dos, I have this tasks, which was quite a lot, but how you go do them, yeah, yeah. And moreover, one of the things I'm also trying to apply, which Steve Jobs is fun of doing, is um, clearing the noise. Clearing the noise. So early in the morning when I wake up, or before I go to bed, I prefer for tomorrow either early in the morning or before bed. When I wake up, I'm like, okay, so this is what I will be doing. These are what I'll be doing. I just list maybe like three things or two things. I actually use this app on my phone. I don't download any weird app. It's just a reminder app on my phone that I'm using. The iPhone I'm using. That's what I'm using to shoot. So I'm sure I'll share a screenshot. That's what I'm using to shoot. That's what I use to kind of like schedule my day and be like, okay, when I wake up, this is what I have to do. No matter what, this list has to be cleared. No matter what, I don't have to. I don't have to worry myself going about stuff. I just have to just list things now and be like, yeah, I have to work on this today, no matter what. And that is going to reduce the noise, just clear the noise around me. Let me focus on getting things done. That is one of the, it's also one of the adapts I would add to the, the list. So it's four. It's all good. It's all good,